Hello everyone, my name is Andy and welcome back to another episode of Building the Boss Board. Starting off, just do a couple quick unboxings of stuff I've received. Today's Saturday, February 20th. First is not Boss Board related. Let's just see how this looks to start. So I have a couple bass guitars that have issues, and one of them is an Epiphone EBO bass. Oh, this is great. An Epiphone EBO bass that I bought years ago on a whim and didn't realize that it was missing a saddle. So for 20 bucks shipped on Reverb, I was able to buy another bridge. And he was also missing one saddle, happens to be the same one. My understanding, yep, kind of, I guess the biggest design flaw is these slide out pretty easily. So probably the reason why he's missing one and probably the reason why I'm missing one. So all I really needed out of it was this. Was the saddle to put in that fourth slot. But these individually were more than this whole setup was used. So stamped Epiphone. Cool. And I bought some bass strings recently. It's a short scale bass. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that set up fairly soon here. Off screen, I just didn't want to show addresses. This is more the meat of the video here. Oh, that's right. He said it'll come in a different box. I said, okay. Let's see what kind of box he put it in. MXR, alright. Surprise! Not an MXR. So this was a Facebook Marketplace find. And this is the Boss HM2. And I'm pretty excited to add this one to the collection because one, kind of following suit, it's missing a couple knobs. Looks like these turn okay. He played it for me. Pots are scratchy. So to my knowledge, it kind of has issues. I'm bummed that there's no back label, but looks like still in the 80s. They did label these with serial numbers inside, but this is a made in Taiwan, which is pretty cool. Well, obviously Japan is more sought after, but just cool. I'm just very glad that we have a serial number anyway. So for those of you that don't know, this is another kind of infamous, I believe it's more the first infamous metal pedal from Boss, MT2 being probably the top Boss meme on the internet. But this is the Swedish Chainsaw, is what it's nicknamed. Turn everything up to 10, and you get the I believe it's Entombed is one of those classic bands. That kind of sound. So I'm gonna get this dusted off. We will plug it in and see how it sounds. But anyway, so per the Boss Board guidelines, I spent $100 on this plus $5 shipping on Facebook Marketplace. So at a glance, I'm pretty excited. It seemed to be a decent price, beat up as it is, and pots are replaceable. So we'll get that plugged in with the other piece that I should be receiving in a couple days. Okay, welcome back. So we've got the heavy metal we just talked about, as well as the combo drive BC2. Got that just with the out of box, no manual. That was $60 with another Facebook Marketplace find. And it's pretty interesting. It seems, what I've been told and read is that it models after a Vox style amp, which is kind of cool. So I'm plugged into a Harley Benton Agufish signature single cut. If you don't know who Agufish, Agufish, he's a cool YouTuber. This is his signature model, which is kind of cool. So got cleans there. And let's start with the combo drive. I'm going to start all at noon. Level, bass, treble, and sound goes from clean to crunch to, they call it drive. And I guess we're going to find out here in a moment, but the clean Seems to be kind of its own clean, so it kind of reminds me of a preamp pedal that would have clean on it. So maybe it breaks up a little easier, but as we start turning it towards crunch, bring that level back. So there's already plenty of gain right there in the middle of the crunch. Let's dial it back just a smidge. That's sweet, just a slightly overdriven clean. But halfway, let's do halfway-ish to drive. And then all the way. So yeah, that's got plenty of bite to it. What I've been into lately is a little lighter, well, lighter, just partway between the crunch and the distortion with these up just a little bit. So that's the combo drive. I mean, I think it sounds pretty dang good. I guess if we try it for fun with a little less. So yeah, a lot of tonal options in there just as far as the different gain stages that are available. Moving over to the HM2, we're currently right now on my favorite setting so far. Level, I don't know where it is. That's all the way off, so part way up on the level. It's got level, you've got color mix, which is low and high, and then the distortion. So I've really enjoyed basically distortion darn near all the way up. The color, yep. The high color should be 4 o'clock-ish, not quite all the way up, because there definitely is kind of a definite filter change at the top there, which we'll talk about. And then the low, fairly high. So clean on the bridge. But obviously a completely different character of distortion. So you get some mid honk in there, I believe. So that's all the way up for the high now. If we bring that back a little bit. But yeah, so it, and I guess if we bring it all the way down, you get nothing. Sounds like you're playing in the next room. Sounds pretty nice. Low's out. Obviously you lose all the low. So I like that in. Yeah, high's not quite all the way up. There we go. And obviously the distortion you can bring down to... But if we take it back to approximately my favorite setting thus far, the other thing I like using it for is a little more on the fuzzy side, with volume at like 5 or 6 on the neck pickup with 0 tone. distortion back a little bit, volume back a little bit. Yeah, so maybe fuzz isn't the right word, but just a different kind of muffled, warm. You definitely, obviously way muddier with tone all the way back. You definitely lose some of the notes in chords. So I'm going to try something really fast. Let's see if this works. We'll be right back. Actually, note that, I'll just explain it now. Note that the LED is pretty bright. So as far as I know, even though this is 9 volts, this may in fact be pulling 12 volts. And this light is nice and bright too. A little harder to see on the silver plate there. But this isn't made in Taiwan. Could be so which makes it 88 or later. The serial number I'm not really sure of because it looks like it's a reused made in Japan serial. But anyway, point being, this is a 12 volt pedal. So as we've talked about in other episodes, if you've been watching, great. If you haven't, go back and watch some other episodes. I've got plenty of these pedals from the 80s that require the ACA style adapter, which essentially amounts to 12 volts. So if let's do this. Let's do it on camera here. It won't take long. There we go. So watch the LED again. So somehow this seems to be getting what I believe is full power, even though there's now another pedal in the chain. But if you watch the LED, so off and on, and then if it's the only one in there, this is still on, off, on. So now it's running at what I believe is 9 volts. Which probably the most popular video as of recent that I know of, 60 cycle hum. I swear I watch other YouTube channels. Ryan was talking about, there now it's on, how he'd been running it wrong and he'd been basically using it as a fuzz pedal because he was like, he liked the fuzzy characteristics of it, but he'd been running it, as some people do with fuzz pedals, at a lower voltage. He did not mean to do that, he did not know. I'm not really sure how much different it sounds. It still sounds pretty in your face when it needs to be, but this is, here we go. Now we're back to kind of that halfway volume with 0 tone on the neck pickup. So unfortunately I don't have a power supply handy right now that can bounce between the 9 and the 12. They're all on the boss board and it's kind of a pain to unplug all that. So but point being, you can run it at 12 volts, 9 volts, maybe even less. For instance, that my Pedal Power 2 power supplies will 2 ports will go from 9 volts, so unfortunately not 12, but 9 volts you can sag it all the way down to 4 volts. So it'd be really interesting to see how mellow we could get this thing. I guess we'll try once. Here's our Swedish chainsaw. This is everything all the way up. That's kind of the infamous tone that everybody's after when it comes to this. The roar of the Swedish chainsaw. So that was bridge all the way up. So. Obviously my amp is not turned up very high because I don't want to absolutely decimate my ears and everybody in the neighborhood. But anyway, yeah, so there's the HM2 Swedish chainsaw and the Combo Drive BC2. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. we've got a huge freaking stack of Boss pedals. I was really hoping to get this video. Well, the video will be out Friday, which is not a problem at all. As you're watching, hopefully right now. If not, great. Welcome to the past. I was really hoping to get another pedal before airing this video that was also kind of fuzzy, like this one can be. Let's turn that down. But alas, it has not made it there, or here, so that will have to be wait for another video. But anyway, sorry. Thank you again for watching. You've been great. Have a great week. We'll see ya. Bye-bye. Oh, snap. Who's excited? I'm excited. Okay, release for this Friday's Building the Boss Board will be delayed because we did more or less in time get the last pedal this week that I was hoping to get a little earlier. So it is Friday, so when you see this, it'll at least have been uploaded sometime on Friday. We'll see when it gets up. But this is the first pedal in this whole series that I purchased off of eBay. It was $75 shipped. Keep my address out of there, right? Oh, here we go. And it is, oh man, that's cold. Go figure it was outside. The Boss FZ5. I've been looking at Fuzzes a little bit more here and there. Nice. This looks really nice. I kind of wish it had the box, but I don't really care. Looks like it's in fine shape. So, I've been more and more curious about Fuzz ever since I picked up a Rat, vintage reissue Rat, and I've been peaking more and more at FZ3s. The FZ2 is just so crazily priced, but I've been curious about the FZ3, which is still crazy, but not as crazy. Let's see if we can get that tilted up there. So, 2 controls, level fuzz, and then you've got 3 modes. F, which I believe is fuzz face. M, I want to say is muff, like a big muff. And that's O, not Q. So, I don't know. Let's just rip through real quick and see what this sucker can do. But anyway, so yeah, of all the pedals that you've seen so far in this series, which is over 30 of them now, all have been from Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. So this is the first to come from eBay. So it was nice. So it was $60 plus shipping plus tax. I think was like $75, which new these are about $100. So on the used market, doesn't get much better than that. Sorry, grabbing a guitar. So let's, I think my amp is warmish. Let's just see what this sucker can do. Go full. Start level and fuzz here. We'll start on the F mode. Oh man. So I've been very into using the neck pickup with lower tone just to exacerbate or accentuate that fuzz. Alright, back to the bridge pickup full bore. Let's bring up the fuzz. Plenty of feedback. And if we have very little fuzz, cleans up very nice. Cool. Moving to the M mode. Let's go to the middle again. Velcro-y, more ripping. And if we go all the way up, so sorry about that. If we bring the fuzz all the way down. Oh, interesting. Let's bring it up just a little bit. You can hear it decay super quickly. I'll bring the level up. Kind of chokes. Interesting. And then the O mode. Let's start with, bring this back. Go in the middle with O. Whoop. Excuse me. Whoa. Okay. Very out of control. And if we bring it all the way up, wow, that is nasty. And if we bring this all the way down, oh wow. This is fully open in the neck pickup. Well, that gets a little nuts. I like the fuzz face mode the best, but I like the nutty modes on the others. Yeah, definitely the most tame. I'm gonna go with tame. Well, anyway, just wanted to get this one in here because, yeah, I haven't really had a Boss Fuzz before, and the only real true fuzz I've had thus far is a Big Muff, which is cool in its own right. It's a nasty pedal, which, again, I'm guessing is what the M is, but who knows. So my understanding is that this is digital. This is a digital pedal, technically, or at least the fuzz tones are created digitally with algorithms using the Cosm technology, whereas typical fuzzes or original fuzzes or however you want to call them would be transistor-based, silicon, germanium, or otherwise. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next episode of Building the Boss Board. Bye-bye.